I'm taking another question from a lady in front here.
Thank you so much. I'm called Jole Mugisha. I'm a citizen of Uganda. I would like to know from these other parties what, before they come up with their own manifestos, if they have done research or not, because our friend from this other one is telling us...
Uganda Federal Alliance.
Uganda Federal Alliance is telling us he's going to do research. Do you ever do research at all? Then two, we are on agriculture, and we know that Uganda depends on agriculture. More than 68% of our people depend on agriculture, 90% of women in this country in agriculture. But we see the climate changing. Rains are coming in unseasonally. There used to be a time when people would tell you that next week rain will come.
Go for the question. Go for your question. Right.
Yes, can you all go and plant? Now, I would like to know from all these people in front of us what policies their parties are putting in place, what programs they are putting there to prevent climate change. And I want them to focus on two things. One, Buvera, because you can see what damage they are doing in this country. Then two, irresponsible land use. You know, people dig on river banks, they are planting, you know,
irresponsible land use. Thank you very much. Let me take you to Anne. The rain-fed agriculture may not help Uganda for forever because of the climatic changes.
Thank you. Joy, yes, we do research. We do research before we come up with a manifesto. We have a lot of, we talk to experts, they come together and we produce a manifesto. So, and I'm talking for the inter-party cooperation when I say that. Now, specifically regarding policy change, I doubt that you will go into specifics, like saying what are we going to do about Uvira. I can give you, I know that I have not read the word Kavera in the manifesto, but I can definitely give you the opinion that we have. And I know that in some countries very close to us, it is almost illegal, I believe, to even be seen walking around holding one. We do understand the impact that they have on the environment. I am pretty certain that there will be a well thought out policy on how not only to contain, but to gradually remove them and replace them. I have been lucky to see how it works in other countries. I have seen supermarkets actually, which are the main issuers of Uvira, encouraging, putting in place incentives for people to use the paper bags, the brown old, you remember the ones they used to sell sugar in so many years ago. So perhaps we should be looking at how to reorient the public into going back to when we're using the brown paper bag, which is more environmentally friendly and can be biodegradable, whereas you can't really destroy the Kavera forever. I think that's your main concern about Kavera.
David Adibariho.
I'm not done.
Research, yeah, because we have to spread it on.
Okay.
Yes, David Adibariho.
Yes, as the jury, we do research. You don't simply wake up from the brew and we carry out what? Our manifesto. Some of us will stay on the ground. We know the facts. So we do research. And when it comes to policy making, we have got policies. And some are not what? Implemented. We have got, we compare our country with other countries. So it's us people and our leaders to implement a policy. For example, sincerely, as we are saying, there is climate change. As I'm saying, Lake Wamara is drying because of what? And it is affecting agriculture. But we are saying, at first they talked about, this government talked about the banning of what? Of the Uvira. And when people heard of that, Ugandans are very creative. They started making things which cannot easily. But the government did not implement that. We shall, as PPP, after consulting people and after seeing the consequence of the Kavera around, we can make a law and implement it.
Okay, research-based information, research-based programs is what the people want to know.
Yeah.
Like you have been in power for the last 25 years as NRM. Do you ever do research? That's what they're asking.
That's a smart question. In fact, one of us asked about Naro, and I told them Naro's work is to do research in agriculture, but her concern was about research to do with manifestos. In our manifesto now, in our manifesto, which we have right now, we first look at the past and see this has been done, this has not been done, this failed, this didn't fail, and it's on that we write a new manifesto basing on what has been achieved, the challenges that were met, the failures and the successes and all that. That's how the research goes on. And of course, we also have a team of experts in agriculture, in finance, in roads, infrastructure. We need experts really, because not all of us
and the audience
are special.
is saying that this kind of rain-fed agriculture may not stay forever.
She has an important concern, but it's a wide question that she asked, because she's concerned about climate change. Climate change is bigger than Uganda, because the winds that we get here, the bad air that we might be getting here, the rain patterns that we might be getting here are not Uganda generated. Luckily, we have an expert here on NEMA. We said we need people to add in here and there, you can chip in. But all I know, globally, climate has changed.